All right, so it's my understanding, Mr. Rivers Bay, that you wish to represent yourself. Is that correct, sir?
I reserve all my rights, waiving none.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said I reserve all my rights, waiving none.
Okay, I understand, and we're not at that part. I'm just asking, is it true that you wish to represent yourself in this matter?
I am the executor of the Elliott Bernard Rivers estate.
Okay, I'm
Elliott,
asking, did you want Mr. Soroki to represent you, or do you want to handle this yourself?
Mr. Soroki can't represent me.
You said he cannot?
No,
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. You can represent yourself, but I'm gonna leave Mr. Soroki on the case to assist you, okay? That's what the court's gonna do. So we are going to call this matter. This is the People versus Elliott Rivers, ticket number SP 1161818, count one, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count two, drove while license not valid or improper license. And count three, no insurance misdemeanor. Good morning. Please state your names for the record, starting with Mr. Soroki.
Yes, Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant.
And Mr. Rivers Bay.
I reserve all my rights, waiving none. Elliott Rivers Bay. I have an understanding that I had an understanding that this would not be a Zoom hearing. I would be an in-person hearing. I don't know why it was changed. I don't agree to the Zoom hearing.
Okay, so you're requesting an in-person hearing?
Yes, I already had requested it back in February.
Okay. I don't know what happened in February. I wasn't here in February, but I'm here now. So let's look for a date for you to have an in-person hearing, okay?
So did you get my filings?
I'm sorry, say that again, sir.
Did you get my filings?
No, all I have right in front of me is just the printout from the ticket.
Well, this was filed yesterday down at the clerk's office.
What did you file, sir?
Affidavit of fact, and this one was filed back in February.
Okay, here's the thing, sir. This hearing is set for a pretrial. So two things can happen, Mr. Rivers Bay. You can say, I did this, I want to make admissions, and you can plead guilty, or you can have a trial. So if you want to set this for a trial, we can set this for a trial. You can have two types of trials. You can do what's called a bench trial, where the court, which would be myself, would determine if the facts are true, and or you can have what's called a jury trial. So because this is set for a pretrial, would you like to just set it for either a bench trial or a jury trial?
I have to have a statement that I reserve all my rights waiving. I have no contract with this court, nor do I have a contract with the Department of Detroit Department of Police.
Right. No, listen, Mr. Rivers Bay, no one has a contract with this court. What happens is that because you are what's called a citizen.
I'm not a citizen of the city of Detroit.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be a citizen. What happens is.
So did you contact my?
Wait a minute, sir. You are alleged to have violated the law in the city of Detroit. That's the allegation that's against you. So
let me ask you this question.
It doesn't have anything to do with you being a citizen of Detroit or whatever. The allegation is that you violated the law in the city of Detroit.
So will you provide me with the orders of the court?
There are no orders at this point because that's just the allegation. So two things at this hearing can happen. You can either say, yep, I violated the law, or you can say, I didn't do this, and I want to have my day in court to prove that I didn't do this.
Well, I mean, what I'm not understanding here is that this proceeding has been going on for over a year, and I'm under doctor's care. I can't keep coming back and forth to this because I have taken medication that knocks me out. And
I understand that, Mr. Rivers Bay. That's why
And this should have been over a long time ago. You're the
But
third
it-
judge that's taking these cases.
but it wasn't. So we're here now. So you can either, today,
Are
you can.
are the officers here? Are the officers
It's a
the president?
pretrial. It's a
See,
pretrial. They're not required to be here.
they're
So
not
do you
required
want-
to be here.
Do you want to set it for a trial where they are required to be present? And if they're not present, it would be dismissed if they didn't show up for trial. But if they showed up for trial, then the trial would go. So do you
Well, if
wanna-
we having a pre-trial, we supposed to be setting the record, right?
We're on the record right now, sir.
But
We are-
we're having a trial, so I can't
We're not
face my
doing a trial.
accusers.
We're not doing
Is
a
that what
trial
you're
right
saying?
now. We're
I
not
don't get
doing
it.
a trial.
But a
This is not a trial.
pre-trial is to set the record for the trial, right? Go.
No, this is a pretrial. Two
Okay.
things can happen at a pretrial. You can either plead guilty, which I don't think
Not
you
gonna
want
happen.
to do, or you can set it for a bench trial or a jury trial. So would you like to set it for either a bench trial or a jury trial?
Let me see. Let me think about which one I want, because I don't want neither one of them, because like I said, I don't have a contract with y'all.
You don't have that option, sir. That's not an option.
Well, I shouldn't even be here on a Zoom hearing today anyway.
So do you want to, but then you were just saying that you can't come back and forth. So that's why we
I
can. do it
can,
here.
but I wasn't scheduled for a Zoom here, and I was there yesterday when the judge told me that I would be scheduled for June the 1st. I was there yesterday.
We can do it now. We can do this now, right here, right now. We can set it for a bench trial or a jury trial, or you can set it for an in-person hearing to come in and do the exact same thing that we're about to do right now. So it's up to you.
And those officers are gonna be there?
If you set it for an in-person hearing, it would still be a pretrial and they will not be here.
So is this an administrative proceeding or is this administrative court?
This is the district court, sir. This
But-
is a traffic matter, and like I told you, it's set for a pretrial. At this hearing, there are two things you can do. You can either plead guilty, sir, or you can set it for trial, which would be
So-
either a bench trial or a jury trial. Those are your options. You
So-
have no other options.
I have no other options.
Those are your options.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not for sure what kind of hearing that I'm having. Is this an administrative court or administrative
It's not
proceeding?
an administrative court. No, you're not, no, it's not that you're not sure. It's that you want it to be something that it's not. And I've told you.
No, I don't want it to be nothing that is not. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
I've told you what's going on. You just don't want to accept it. I told you.
No,
what's
it's
going
not
on.
that I don't want to accept it. I just have a thing here because I'm not a limited liability company, a limited liability partnership.
What you want to do, Mr. Rivers Bay? You want to set?
What
this
do
for
I
trial?
want to do? I don't want to do nothing. I want this to be dismissed,
So are you?
which was submitted in my paperwork.
That's up to the prosecutor. But
Okay,
as
so
of now,
y'all didn't respond.
So, Mr. Rivers Bay, because we both can't talk at the same time. Do you want to, you can have Mr. Soroki talk to the prosecutor, but he would be representing you? Or do you, to see if there's an offer? Or do you want to set it for trial? So you can try, Mr. Soroki can engage in some kind of negotiation to see if there's an offer. You can.
I do not submit to the jurisdiction of this court.
That's fine. So let's set it for trial. Do you want to do a bench trial or jury trial? We'll set it for a jury trial. Can I get a date for a jury trial? What would that be, a final conference?
No, it'd be actually jury trial, bench trial. Situation. But,
He said he can play this one.
he said he wanted.
Did, but he does.
So we can go with jury trial. Yeah, that's probably.
Here, so we don't have, because of the pandemic, Mr. Rivers Bay, we have a set calendar on what days we can do jury trials, and I've used up all my dates, excuse me. So what I'm gonna do is set this for 3 month, final conference date, and hopefully by then I'll have some more jury trial dates. Do you want that to be in person, or are you okay with doing that over Zoom?
I'm not
Seems
doing
like-
it over
seems
Zoom.
like
I don't
Zoom
agree to
is-
Zoom hearing.
Okay,
Zoom
that's
hearing
fine.
is unconstitutional.
That's fine. So let me give you a date, sir. Give me a moment.
You must have.
Now, I filed quite a few stuff in that court since
So we'll
this
do-
happened.
we'll do
And you say
September
you don't
2nd.
have none of it, so something is not right about this proceeding.
If you filed it yesterday, sir, I probably didn't get it.
No, I filed something back in February. I filed something last year.
Okay. So.
Matter of fact, I have a bid bond, performance bond, and a payment bond submitted to that court.
So Mr. Rivers Bay, your next court hearing is September 2nd at 8:35. That is in person.
Okay, now,
Wait, and here's the thing, when you come, the police officers likely will not be present. Unless, are you requesting for the final conference?
well, how can I face my accusers? Don't the Fifth Amendment give me a right to face my accusers?
At trial, sir. That's why I'm
Oh,
asking you
boy.
if you're gonna sit for a trial. You wanna keep having more hearings to come in.
I don't want to
say-
keep having no more hearings. I've been wanting this over with.
That's what you're doing.
And so the last time she told me, okay, I done had
We can set up-
free
we can set up
trials,
for a
I done had
trial.
hearings
We can set up
scheduled.
for a trial right now. We can set
Not
up for a
on
trial right
Zoom.
now. You can do that.
I won't agree with it on Zoom.
It can be in person. You want to set up for a trial in person?
Whatever you do with it, I'm not agreeing to the
I'm
Zoom
asking you.
hearing.
I'm asking you, do you want to set up for a trial in person?
My trial is in person.
I'm
If I have a
asking,
trial,
do you want to set it for a trial today? To do it, today we would set a date for trial. Do you want to do that?
you just said your jury trials were full. You have to
It's
never
up
another
to you,
schedule.
but- Okay.
I'm not following what you're saying.
I think there's just a breakdown in communication. So what I'm gonna do is give you this final conference date. And then when you come in that date, we will find another date for a jury trial. That's what we'll do.
Okay, and which ones are we doing this on?
I'll repeat what I just said. We will set this for a final conference date, which will be an in-person. You will come inside
Okay.
of the court. Hold on, let me finish what I was saying. You will come inside of the courtroom and we will do your hearing. And on that date, we will pick another date for a jury trial. That's what we're going to do.
Okay, so would that include me not having to come in on what is this? The 13th of June?
What do you have, what is the?
Is that on another case, a ticket matter, or do you have a case number?
I don't know. It says SP 116-18181
Hold on.
OT.
Say it again,
Hold
say it
on one
again.
second. SP,
116-18181 OT.
Those cases are on the docket, Your Honor.
They not.
Those cases are on the docket under 835.
Yeah, that's including this matter, sir.
Because what about the 10th of the 28th of October?
I don't know what that is.
all your matters will be handled on whatever trial date that is set, if you decide to go for a trial. And we will notify the officer to be here at the same time. And at that point, if things don't work out, then I believe we request a jury trial.
I'm requesting for dismissal.
You can't do that, sir. You can ask for it, but it's up to the prosecutor. And it's up, I mean, if it's up for trial, the officers don't show up, it'll be dismissed. But, you can't just say, I want my case dismissed. That's up to the prosecutor.
Well, I filed affidavits
So you
and
have
they
your date.
haven't
You
been
have your date.
responded
You have
to.
a date, Mr. Rivers Bay, you have your date.
What date is that?
The day that I told you was.
July.
September the 2nd?
Yes.
Yep, September 2nd, 8:35, coming to court. We'll set another date for trial. All right, you're all set.
Okay. So y'all not still not explaining that to me. I still don't understand what I'm doing. But they,
All right, Mrs. Soroki.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, now, they should teach them something about procedure. They
They should.
they all come into court arguing about procedure. They should learn a little bit about procedure before they come in and argue it. Let's see here. We have Lakeisha Driver, but we don't have an offer for her, so we need the city attorney.
All right, she's not here yet.
That's that OWI case. OWI.